This is Lisa, a kind and hard-working woman. She was a widow who lost her husband many years ago. Left alone with their only son, Jude, Lisa gave her all to raise him. Life wasn't easy, but she never gave up. She did everything she could to make sure Jude grew up happy and strong. Lisa and Jude shared a special bond. They were more than just mother and son. They were best friends. They spent a lot of time together, laughing, talking, and sharing jokes. Lisa's greatest joy was seeing her son smile, and Jude loved making her laugh too. As Jude grew older, he never forgot how much his mother had sacrificed for him. Lisa had sold her finest clothes and wrappers just to pay his school fees. There were times she went hungry so Jude could eat. She worked day and night to make sure he lacked nothing. And Jude saw it all, even if she never complained. One quiet evening, Lisa called Jude to sit with her. She looked at him with love and said, "My son, I've suffered a lot raising you all alone since your father died. I went through so much just to see you where you are today." Jude held her hands gently and smiled. "Mom, I know. I saw everything. I know how you sold your wrappers to pay for my education. I know how you cried at night, but smiled in the morning, just for me. That's why I bought you this beautiful house. Everything you need, Mom, is now at your beck and call. You don't have to struggle anymore. I love you so much, and nothing will ever come between us." Lisa's eyes filled with tears, not of sadness, but of joy and pride. She looked at him and said, "My son, always be careful with the kind of woman you choose to marry. Some women don't like their husbands being close to their mothers. Promise me that no woman will ever come between us." Jude hugged his mother tightly. "Mom, I promise. No woman will ever take your place in my life. You will always be my queen." They sat together, smiling in peace, not knowing that life was about to test that promise in ways they never imagined. Jude had been in a long and loving relationship with a beautiful young woman named Joy. She was kind, respectful, and always carried a smile that could light up any room. Jude loved her deeply, and Joy loved him just as much. They had been together for years, growing strong as friends and partners. After much thought, Jude decided it was time to take their relationship to the next level. He wanted to make Joy his wife. One evening, with so much love in his heart, Jude knelt down and proposed to her. Joy was overwhelmed with happiness. She shouted yes, with tears of joy rolling down her cheeks. That moment was one of the happiest in their lives. Soon after the proposal, Jude took Joy to meet his mother, Lisa. Although Lisa already knew Joy, because she used to visit while they were dating, this visit was special. Jude wanted his mother to know officially that he and Joy were getting married. Lisa welcomed Joy with open arms. She had always liked her. Joy was polite, caring, and had shown respect to Lisa every time she visited. Lisa saw the way Joy cared for Jude and how happy she made him. That was enough for her to give her full blessings. "My son," Lisa said with a warm smile, "you have chosen well. Joy is a good woman, and I believe she will make a wonderful wife." The wedding day finally arrived. It was a beautiful and peaceful celebration. Close friends and family members gathered to witness the union of Jude and Joy. The atmosphere was filled with love and laughter. Music played, people danced, and the newlyweds beamed with joy. Jude and Joy danced like never before, their faces glowing with happiness. After the wedding, Jude, Joy, and Lisa all lived together in the same house as one big happy family. Their home was always filled with laughter, love, and peace. Joy treated Lisa like her own mother, and Lisa loved her like a daughter. Jude was proud to have two amazing women in his life who respected and cared for one another. Their house was full of warmth. They ate meals together, shared stories, and supported one another. Neighbors admired the joy that came from their home. It was truly a house of peace. Everything seemed perfect. But life has a way of testing even the strongest bonds. Little did they know, the real test of love and loyalty was yet to come. One evening, Jude called his mother Lisa and his wife Joy to the living room with a big smile on his face. "I have a surprise for both of you," he said. "We're all going to the United States for a holiday." Lisa's eyes widened with joy. She clapped her hands and hugged her son tightly. "Oh, my son, thank you. I've never traveled out of the country before." Joy also smiled and thanked Jude. But later that night, after everyone had gone to bed, Joy sat alone in the dark, lost in her thoughts. Why should Jude carry his mother everywhere we go? She thought to herself. Is he married to me or to his mother? This woman is taking too much space in our marriage. It's time she steps aside. Joy came up with a terrible plan. She believed that since Jude loved her deeply, he would do anything she asked. Yes, she whispered to herself, I know exactly what to do. The day of the trip finally came. Jude, Lisa, and Joy boarded the flight to the United States, excited and happy. The plane soared high in the sky, halfway across the ocean. Everything seemed perfect, until Joy leaned closer to Jude and whispered coldly, Jude, if you really love me, then prove it. Throw your mother out of this plane. Jude's face froze in shock. What? Are you out of your mind? He asked. It's either me or her, Joy said without blinking. Choose now. Blinded by love and confusion, Jude stood up. Lisa looked at him, puzzled. Then, to everyone's horror, Jude opened the emergency door of the flying plane and pushed his mother out. Lisa screamed in fear and pain. My son, why are you doing this to me? But Jude didn't respond. The wind swallowed her voice as she disappeared into the clouds. Suddenly, everything went black. Lisa woke up, confused, shaking but alive. She was lying in her own mansion. Beside her stood her late husband's spirit. He looked calm and strong. My dear wife, he said gently, I caught you as you were falling. I brought you home. Our son made a terrible mistake, but he is still our only child. Lisa broke down in tears. Why would my own son do this to me? She cried. But just then, she turned and saw Jude lying unconscious beside her. He had also been saved by his father's spirit after the plane crashed. Joy did not survive the crash. Lisa's husband looked at her one last time. Please, forgive our son. Teach him love again. He needs you. Moments later, Jude opened his eyes. Seeing his mother alive, he dropped to his knees, weeping bitterly. Mom, please forgive me. I let my love for Joy blind me. I didn't know what I was doing. Please, don't turn your back on me. Lisa looked at her son, and through her tears, she pulled him. She embraced him tightly, wiping his tears, and said gently, Please stop crying, my son. I have forgiven you. Jude was overwhelmed with joy. He knelt before his mother, held her hands, and thanked her with all his heart. He looked into her eyes and promised, Mom, I will never let anything come between us again. I have learned my lesson. From that day on, everything changed. Peace returned to their home. Love and unity filled the air once more. They began to live together happily, just like the good old days. The bond between Jude and his mother became even stronger than before, and their home became a place of joy, laughter, and harmony.